Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Kamuy, the final season, episode number 12 and 13 reaction. And this I think will be the end of the season. And I'm assuming that would mean this will be the end of the story as well because, it's the final season. So, the final episode of final season means the end of the story, I'm assuming. Either way, we'll see. But yeah, let's get started. I again missed one episode. That's why I'm doing two episodes in this one video. And yeah, so let's do it now. In the previous two episodes, what happened was we got some deeds, and also we got the gold. But now Surumi's group is here, and now we're in a like a like a battle kind of thing where we're trying to get out of here, but we cannot because we're literally kind of surrounded. Then we had like the bombardment from the ship. We took out the ship as well, but we got attacked as well. Like a lot of things happen at the same time. Either way, we are in a very like a very like tense situation. So yeah, and it's gonna go in any direction. Let's see. Let's get started. So obviously, first I'm going to be reacting to episode 12, then episode 13, episode 2, and then I'm going to talk about both the episodes, just like I do. So yeah, let's get started with episode number 12. I will be putting the timer over here. Sync the timer to the video that we'll be watching, and watch it alongside my reaction. And let's begin. Right. So here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, who knows? Already have one person looking at you. Yeah. Right. Okay. Bushido. All right. Oh, damn. Yeah. What we want to avoid is having them all swim. Right. True. Oh, Sugimoto's here. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. What? Right. Well, obviously, you are with one of the luckiest person. Damn. Well, obviously, he's gonna fight. Oh, alright, you need to calm down. Your fluids are leaking. Good lord. Oh, wait, it's Hey, yo. Guys, he's gonna chug a grenade here. Right. Oh, damn, he's like waiting for. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, the shrapnel. Ugh. Hmm. Damn. Yeah? Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Right. Yeah, Koito's questioning everything now. Oh, damn, he died. Yeah, he died. Ah! Oh, here we go. Your mortal enemy is here. Ooh! From the very beginning. Yeah. Oh, damn! Oh! Oh! The chopsticks? Hey, yo! Oh my god! Well, the chopstick came in handy, I guess. Hmm. Oh boy, Koito's questioning. Surumi. Central light over. Damn! That is crazy. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hmm. Yeah, he's like, I know what you did. Hmm. I. Right. Oh no, grenade! Yeah, you put one over there? Damn. That's one way to go out. Oh, damn. That is crazy. Yeah, both sides of his face. He's like, oh, I finally found my brother. What type of an ending is this? This is insane. Who comes up with this? What, what, what do you have to? Oh my god, that is insane. Oh wow. Mm. 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 Yeah. Right. Mm. Yeah. He returned it recently. Oh, it's right. Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Oh my god. Yeah, there's too many of them. Oh. Oh, nakura Shinpachi. Oh. Nah. Hijikata's not going to. Oh my god, he's. Oh my god. Oh no, your cap. Oh! Oh, nice. I was gonna say, I don't think Ashipa's in there. Ah, I see. Waterproof with okay. Well, oh no, Sumi's going to. Sumi's going to come anytime. I feel like. Yep. There you go. Hey! Damn! The quick step. Oh, okay. Well, right. Yeah, you're trying to fight with a sword against a person who's. Damn. Unfortunate. There's literally ropes in there. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, nice. Right. Right. Hmm. Well, I don't think you're catching up to a horse. Right? I don't know, man. Hmm. All right. Right, let's continue with episode number 13, and I think this is the final episode of the story in itself. Let's see. Alright, so let's get started. I will put the timer here, sync it to the original video you'll be watching alongside my reaction, and yeah, watch it alongside me. So let's get started. Here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Oh boy. Nah. Oh my god. Some random ass soldier. Okay, nice. It's funny because in the opening you can literally see at the very end Tsukushima is the only one with Surumi. Even Koito's gone, and that's literally what we saw in the previous episode. Like Tsukushima will be the one who probably will stay with Surumi up until the very end, because Koito is, you know, like, yeah, he's still loyal to him, but what can I say? Like, not like truly in that, the same loyalty that he used to have is not there anymore. Daughter of Wilk. Hmm. Yeah, everyone's gone. Oh, so she. Yeah. Interesting. So she also was there to assassinate. But then, okay. I guess I kind of forgot about this part a little bit. But seeing the kids, she couldn't do it. Hmm. Damn. Damn. E- right. Oh god, she's gonna hesitate and gonna get shot. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh wait. Oh, nice! Right. Okay, I wasn't expecting him. Oh, Nagra came over here. Right. Okay. So let's choose a different path. Hmm. Well, Well, who's that? Yeah, oh god, I forgot about him for a moment. Yeah, Vasily's here somewhere. Damn. Something would happen. Or maybe that's just a bait. Maybe he just hung his. Come on, it can be. It can be a trap. Like what? Right. Yeah. Oh damn. Damn. Right. Hmm. Oh god. Okay. I feel like they're also just gonna get on the train somehow. Oh no. Oh, the trap. Uh, do we have a grenade we can chug in? Oh my god! Well, I guess we don't need a grenade. Ooh. Oh! Oh no! Oh, yeah, well, like I said, he just got in the. Okay. Right. Yeah. Ah! Oh, Shell's just chugging people. Oh, he's gone. Did you get up? I think he got up on the roof. Well, yeah, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Ah, he got stabbed in the. Nah, 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 nah. Sumi's there and Tsukushima's there. Hmm. Yeah. Damn. Right. Right. Wow. Oh. Wait. I I was thinking like it's in such a situation that this was episode 13, right? So is there like a part 2 that's going to happen after? Okay, I'm confused now. Like I was like, yeah, the time is like ticking. I don't think the story's going to end here. Okay, now I'm confused. I guess wait a minute. Let's just wait. I'm going to check and see. I guess they'll probably mention it at the end like what's going on. Maybe there'll be like a movie or something. I don't know. Like or like 2 or 3 episodes we'll get after this, which will be like the finale. Like separately. Huh. Oh, okay, there you go. Runaway train arc. Okay, so there's still one arc left after this. Alright, begins this winter, so it's gonna be like next. Okay, wait, let me just double check. Golden Kamuy. Then why the hell did you name this the final season? I don't get this. Like, they did this for Attack on Titan as well, and like, what is. Okay. Now, Golden Kamuy Bosore Sahin. And nothing is like mentioned here, like how many episodes it's going to have, how many, like, whether it's like an anime format. I'm guessing it's going to be an anime format or whatever. But, oh no, wait, is this a movie? Okay, I don't know. Anyways, it's either going to be a movie or like a few episodes or whatever. I guess it depends on how much content there's still left. Um, Either way, why call this the final season then? This is so weird. Like I've seen other animes do this as well, like final season, and then we have something else after that. Just don't call it final season. Call it season 5 or something. What season was this? Season 5, right? Yeah, just call it season 5. Why final season? Okay, you know what? Anyways, a small thing to nitpick about, but And I was thinking, I was like, this doesn't seem like it's going to end here. Like, what's going on? I was under the impression that episode 13 will actually be the final, like, of the story, the finale of the story or something. And that's why I was like, I was like, okay, this seems pretty weird. Like we're still fighting. Like it's almost at the end. Like, but where's the conclusion? All right, there you go. That's what it is. There's still a few things left. They're going to adapt it into this new, like maybe like a like it's either going to be a movie or like a big episode format. It's going to be, whatever it is, we'll get it winter, right? They said. So I'm assuming like later part of 2026 or the beginning of 2027. Okay, anyways, so that was episode number 12 and 13. So let me talk about both the episodes. First, episode number 12. Um, we had episode number 12. We had obviously like the battle continues. The main things that happened in this episode was basically what's his name? I always forget the guy's name. The one who wanted to get revenge against Sugimoto. Him and Sugimoto like duking it out at the very end, where he had a like a grenade up his crotch, which he lit, thinking that he's going to take Sugimoto out together with him. But then Sugimoto just stabbed him, took him like some sort of a like I don't know, like some sort of like food, like how you like a marshmallow, how you put like a marshmallow and take it out. He just stabbed him like this and just put him in the pit and just backed out. I have to say that is one of the craziest deaths I've ever seen. So obviously he had this whole thing where he was grieving for his brother throughout the whole show, and he and his brother like were twins and all that. So even at the very end, he was like, "Give me back my brother," like all that stuff he was saying, and he got his wish in such a weird and twisted way where the grenade blasted off the gun that he had, which obviously had the sharp end, and like a bayonet or whatever you call it, which sliced him in two. And because of the grenade's explosion, the impact, he came face to face with the other half of his body, and he was like, "Oh, that's my brother. We finally united together." But it was just him. That is crazy. I that section absolutely baffled me. I was like, I have never seen anything like this before. Like, good God. Anyways, so that's how he goes, and and other than that, I think like Tony Anji also dies here, covering for Hijikata. We also had Hijikata talking about Bushido, how you're doing something for someone else, that help makes you like give more than your 100%. And he had something like a debt to the Ainu, which we saw in the previous episode in itself. They mentioned it and they showed it to us, and that is why he was fighting for someone else at the end. And we had the conversation with him and Wilk as well, when Wilk was putting on the tattoo on him, and Wilk was like, "How can I say if you're the actual Hijikata Toshizo? Like you could be someone else. Like nobody really like knows like what you look like later on. And he says like even like the person who met you was Kadokura's like father, I think, something like that. He said like Kadokura's father knows you. Not even Kadokura knows if you're the actual Hijikata or something. You could literally be someone else. At which Hijikata was also like how can I be sure that you're Wilk? You're an Ainu. So and in the end, like they kind of talk with each other. Hijikata mentions about Kimushipu, right? That was his name, and how he has a debt to him, and and that's where we get the whole Bushido part. Right. And yeah, and there you go. And that was like, I feel like that was like the main thing of this episode. In the end, Sugimoto, Shiraishi, Ashiripa, they get up on horseback, try to get away from there, but we have Tsurumi just chasing them, in the end. They were under the impression that the airship is not going to go into the water because we have the deed, and it's going to get wet and everything. But that was what Shiraishi used to his advantage. He made people think that Arshipa is not going to go into the water, but that was exactly the plan. And he kept Ashripa on the other side of the water while he faked like Ashripa in a bag with ropes and tricked everyone over there. And yeah, that actually really, like, that was like a really good plan because it actually helped Ashripa get away from that situation. Otherwise, Ashripa couldn't have escaped from there. So and but thankfully, like in the end, when Tsurumi was chasing Ashripa, Sugimoto comes in and grabs Ashripa and takes her on the horseback and gets away from there. Now, one thing you have to see here, we have been seeing in this episode and the next episode, whenever we are losing someone or something is happening like that, there's a section where we see something coming out of Ashripa, like a ink looking thing, like something like that. Now, I'm assuming that is like what they're trying to depict with that is wait a minute, let me check. Like people that Ashripa has gotten close to, if obviously they're dying and everything is going like happening, and I guess it's kind of, I don't know, like it's just how I interpret it. Those like ink looking thing coming out from her is probably, I don't know, her losing part of herself, because all these people that she's looking that is losing and dying, like I said, Ashipa like cares about them, has gotten close to them, so they're part of her, you could say, in a way. So when you're losing that, part of her is also getting lost. I don't know, I'm just interpreting it like that. I have no other ways of interpreting this whole like thing where like that ink looking thing is coming out of her. The same thing we get to see in the next episode as well, where Sophia dies. You know. Right. Either way, if if you have a better like explanation for that, let me know in the comments, because that's how I see it. Now, there's also another thing that happened here, which is Koito. Now, like I said, in the opening song, you can see at the very end, the only one with Surumi is Tsukishima, which is exactly what is happening here. In the end, where we can see where Koito is even like, right, like, I know you lied and you did so many things, but, you could have at least trusted me. I would have given, everything for you. Something like that, he says, right? Where's that part? There we go. The gentle lie told by the Suksappu Ampan seller. You've lied so much, you can only feel like someone loves you after you test them with a lie. That is crazy. That is absolutely, exactly, like 100% correct. Because you always see, whenever Surumi does something, he always tests other people by, like, and it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, he's just, what can I say? Because he himself is someone who's manipulating other people, he feels the same, you could say, that someone else is doing the same. That's why he always tests them, like double tests them and everything. Like, that's crazy, because he's one of the people who everyone trusts so much, but he's someone who cannot trust anyone in that sense, because he doesn't even trust himself. Because he doesn't trust himself, he knows what he's doing, like, there's like something within, like a conscience or whatever you call it, he knows what he is, like, even though nobody else knows what he's doing and everyone just looks up to him, like, his people and everything, and loves him. The only person who knows what type of person he is and what he's doing and how he's manipulating others, is he himself. So he doesn't trust himself. He doesn't even trust himself. And that is why when other people trust him, he always tries to see the need into testing them and seeing if they actually trust him or not. because he himself doesn't trust him. Who, like, like, he obviously is going to kind of be suspicious of others, whether they're trying, so that's why, like, Koito says, you only feel like someone who loves you after you test them with a lie. Yeah. And in the end, Koito says, like, from the central government's perspective, yeah, so he's like, everyone here is like a rebel, so we're going to get taken out if we lose. Even if we don't lose, even if it's a stalemate, we're still going to get, like, branded as criminals. So we're going to die as well. I and my father came here of our violation, so we'll accept whatever happens. But if something happens, to protect my men from the central government, I will. And he was going to say, like, he'll probably, like, testify against Surumi or something like that. He was going to say, but Surumi's like, yeah, I'm not going to lose, so yeah, I'm going to attain it all. Koito then says that if all you've done is ask for my help, I would have followed you, which is true. Like, as he said, that you always feel like testing other people by lying to them and testing whether they are actually believing you, or otherwise you cannot be content. So as someone who trusted you blindly and was so much loyal to you, that is something that Koito cannot stomach, which is this distrust. And that's why he said, if all you've done is ask for help, I would have followed you. Like, not all of this, like, things that you went through, like, yeah. So yeah, I would have followed you. Okay, so then he's like, let's go Tsukishima, and Surumi's like, you're the only one who's left, Tsukishima. No. I'm like, yeah, I guess. This is a very interesting thing, because if you kind of look at this whole situation, you would say, like, let's put this simply. Let's say that Surumi is like a person who is very, is not a good type of person. Let's just say, like, he lies, he, as we were saying, he, like, manipulates people, he does all of these things. And then we have two other people, let's say two people who are blindly devoted to this person. So one of them, which is Koito here, obviously is blindly devoted to him, but he's someone who, after knowing the true nature of this person, he has the courage, not courage I would say, but he has that thing within him which helps him move on, move on from this. While we have Tsukishima, who is like, there's no lack of, like, love and devotion that Koito and Tsukishima had for Surumi. You could say that both their, like, love and devotion for Surumi were equal. But the only difference between Tsukishima and Koito is that Koito is someone who, after knowing the true nature and what, about this, he can, like, move on from it. While we have Tsukishima, who cannot do that. He's just stuck here. Because he cannot do that. He's just stuck with it. You know the whole, like, like, you hear, like, stories about, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend not being able to move on from their relationship even after knowing that this person, like, cheated on them or something, and they're just stuck. That is Tsukishima. And then we have other people as well, like, who, after knowing something like this, like, they are able to move on from it, and they, like, break it off completely, and then they move on with their life. That is Koito. In a very simple way, you can look at it like that. And Tsukishima's, he's stuck here now. He cannot, like, and he himself will not be able to do it. We've seen it, and I said this in one of the previous episodes before. I was under the impression, by looking at how, like, everything is going, that Koito will be the one who will never be able to get away from Tsurumi, not Tsukishima. But it's crazy how the whole thing flipped completely now. But now Koito is actually being someone who, like, he is able to break off the whole thing. Like, again, he's not really going against him, but you can say that he's more detached against Tsurumi now. Like, like, he's going to support him and help him up until the very end. I still think that he's going to do that. But from the heart, he's able to detach himself from Tsurumi. At least that's how I see it. While Tsukishima is no, he's stuck, like, through every way possible with Tsurumi, and he himself cannot break out of it because he doesn't have that thing within him. I might be proven wrong. Who knows? Let's, like, next arc we'll see, I guess, what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Right, and I think that was it. That was this episode. Yeah, and then we have episode number 13, which I thought was the final episode of this season, of this story, but turns out no. A few things happen here. First and foremost, Sophia's end we get to see here. Obviously, Sophia always blamed herself for what happened with Tsurumi, that whole thing. Not blamed herself, but blamed the whole situation, that since they went there and stayed there with Tsurumi and his family, that's why they died. And Sophia was very attached to the little kid and the like Tsurumi's wife as well. So she blamed herself for whatever happened there, because it is true, if they never went there, this never would have happened. And that's what Sophia says at the very end. Even at the very end, you can see when she points her gun at Tsurumi, he sees Tsurumi and she cannot shoot because like he flashbacks, she starts remembering, and using that opportunity, Tsurumi shoots her, and yeah, in the end, Tsurumi goes there and Tsurumi's like, I forgive you. Yeah. So you can see here, like, Sophia's like, if we never went there, in Tsurumi's place, none of this would have happened. So it is technically our fault. Yeah, in the end, Tsurumi says, like, I forgive you, and then shoots her. Right. And yeah, and like, Tsurumi is like, I feel like he's, at this point, he's like so far gone that it's just like there's no other way. Like when you start like running down a slope, at the beginning you have like control over yourself, but then a time comes when you realize that you cannot stop. You've gone and reached such like speed and velocity that you just cannot stop, and that's the part Tsurumi is in now. Like, he has just like, he's like tumbling down the whole thing, and now all that he can do is just go along with it. Like, nothing else he can do. He himself cannot stop himself now. Right. Okay. Either way, so that was like Sophia's section, and Ashripa sees that, and like I said again, you can see like something comes out of Ashripa. I said, like, I interpret this as a way where the people that Ashripa loves and cares about, they're like part of her. So when she sees them dying, she loses a part of herself along with them, or something like that. I don't know. That's just how I interpret that scene. Anyway, but we get to see Tanigaki. Tanigaki's here. When Nakura Shinpachi went in, like, and Tanigaki saw him, and Nakura was like, don't come to the Goryokaku, like, you just mind your own business. But obviously Tanigaki has a lot of debt to Ashripa, and he cannot be content up until he does something. So he's like, I have to do something. And Inkarmat says that, you go and, you, like, fulfill what you have to fulfill. I'll wait for you. Hopefully nothing happens to him, because we did see him getting shot. We don't know exactly where he got shot, but outside the train, when he like closed the door, he did get shot and he got kicked out of the train. I think obviously he'll definitely survive the fall from the train, but the question is, where did he get shot? If he got shot somewhere like in the legs or something, it's fine. He'll survive. I think. Like people here in this show survives a lot more like crazier gunshot wounds, and like so it's gonna be completely fine. But I think he got shot in his back, right? Like in his butt or something, something like that. That's what it looks like. Wait a minute, let me just check. So yeah, Tanigaki. No, not really butt. I think like this part, like maybe like his waist or something. Hopefully, it's not a vital spot, like I said. And then he gets kicked out. So I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's gonna die or anything. I think he'll be fine. Right. So that's that. Now, after another thing that happened here, which was the whole thing with Ogata and Vasily. Now, we don't exactly know what the hell happened there. They didn't exactly show Vasily die, but they kind of implied it or something. Like we see like when Ogata shot him, he like the gun falls down and like there's blood like falling on top of the gun. So I guess he actually did get wounded. Now it could be anything. He could have gotten a shot in his chest or whatever, and it might have been like a vital wound. Or it could have been just like his hand. He got shot. That's why the gun just fell down and he's like bleeding. So unless and until we see the next part, we won't be able to say if Vasily survived that or not, because they kept it very ambiguous at that point, like exactly what happened. Now, other than that, they go in and board the train, which is filled with Surumi's people, and Ushima starts chugging people out the window and just, like going crazy. Not Tsukishima, sorry, Surumi. Yeah, Surumi Tsukishima, like goes in. Surumi goes up the train. He was trying to get inside the train, but he couldn't because Shiraishi and everyone like stopped him. So he got up on top of the train. He told Tsukishima to go to the front and stop Ashripa. Koito's also here. Like everyone is here. Okata has got in from the from the front part of the train. We have Hijikata and Sugimoto going crazy. Ushiyama going crazy. Shiraishi is also there. Yeah, everyone's here. So there you go. That's how this whole thing ended. Basically, it's like a, as Ogata says, it's like a, what did he say? Like a ride to hell or something like that. Yeah, runaway train to hell, and that's where it ended. So yeah, it ended in a very much of a cliffhangery position. I guess we'll have to wait to see the finale of this story. So yeah, there you go. That was it. That was episode number 12 and 13 of Golden Kamuy, the final season. Obviously, it's not the final season now that we are seeing that there's still something after this. So fantastic. You could have just called it season 5 instead of calling it final season. But, whatever. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, obviously when the next part will come out, I'll react to them, and see how this story ends. But we'll have to wait again, I guess. If it's a movie, then we have to wait even more, I feel like, because it has to come out on the theater, and then we'll have to wait for it to come out digitally and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let me know if you have any information whether it's going to be a movie or something else, in the comments. And yeah, so that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 12 and 13 of Golden Kamuy season 5. And yeah, this season was very good. Obviously, every single season in Golden Kamuy is very good. So yeah, so I'll end this video here. Thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the other shows that will be replacing this. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.